totally different area of speculation now. Jared Bruce asked us, what is the best brand or variety of Scotch whiskey to give as a gift to someone who is not an experienced whiskey taster? How about for an enthusiastic but novice taster? What whiskey is a good gift for your boss? Basically,
Or for me. You can give me whiskey too.
How it's a very good question.
Yeah.
How do you introduce people to Scotch without them going, ah?
I would say this. You want to, price point wise, I would stick $60 or under. So you don't want to go crazy on something that somebody's going to go, thanks, I'll pour this out later. Or you don't want to go too cheap where it's just going to be bad. So I would say Glenkinchie is a good one.
Okay.
What was the other one that I really, really liked? The Speyside that we had. I had it in my office. Now the name is escaping me now. Darn it. Damn it.
We'll have to use the Wayback Machine later.
Exactly.
I don't remember.
Insert it here.
Shield egg.
It was a customer who gave it to us for a gift, and we did a thing on the show. We weren't gonna. It was the first one we reviewed.
Doesn't help.
It was the first one we reviewed that somebody gave us, and I'm like,
okay.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. And then we drank it, and I'm like, it's really, really good. We got to review this in the show.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so I would say Glenkinchie is a very, very solid one. I would not necessarily do an Isla or something with a very, very, very strong flavor profile.
Yeah.
Because that could put them off to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if they've never had it, or if they're like, I've had Scotch, I was kind of okay on it, then I would say give it to them with a piece of chocolate. So get a medium to blandy kind of Scotch and give them a small piece of either milk or dark chocolate and tell them, okay, put the chocolate in your mouth and let it kind of melt in your mouth for a few minutes, or not, 15, 20 seconds, and kind of swim the chocolate around in your mouth. Don't swallow it, just put it in your mouth and let it kind of sit there, and then take a sip of Scotch with the chocolate. And if you've never done that before, try that as well. When Bill Reed was here, he had us doing that, and I'm like, wow, that's really, really cool. It gives it a whole different profile. Mm-hmm. So if somebody doesn't like Scotch, that is Bill Reed's trick to making them kind of start to appreciate it, is give them a little bit of chocolate with it. So Glenkinchie with a bit of chocolate. That's my answer.
Just a spoonful of chocolate helps the medicine go down.
Exactly, and Scotch is medicine. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. I would argue that you could just, if you're making an evening of it, have like 3. Okay, and I mean, he's talking about gifts, but if I'm imagining this in person at the moment, but you have like 2 or 3 for the evening, and you have a charcuterie board and chocolate. So you have some fruits, you have some cheeses, and you have the chocolate, so that they can experiment with pairing things based on what their personal preferences are. Give them a few options to help them ease themselves into it, and make sure you have some water so that they can rinse.
Yeah, a little tip.
Yep.
Or open up the Scotch as well.
That too.
Yeah, maybe, and if you're going to do that with somebody as well, give them, the Scotch neat, and then give it, maybe have 2. One that's neat and one with a couple drops of water to help open it up, and then explain the differences and see how this one neat tastes a little bit different than this one with a little bit of water. And they may gravitate towards one or the other, but give them some options and explain it to them.
Yeah, and I think explaining it to them is a good thing. Like if it's a gift for somebody who you're not in person giving it to, make sure you write some of these notes down for them. Say, hey, I know this is your first time trying this. I hope you really enjoy it. Enjoy a special evening with it. Here are my suggestions on how to do it, so that they aren't going into it blind.
Yeah.
And give them a deadline.
Exactly. I want a report back.
I want a full report.
I want a full report in 3 days. Exactly. A book report on it.
Yep, exactly.
All right, Mr. Mack.
Now, do you only put the red fruits on that charcuterie board?
Exactly.
Yes.
No, if you're going to make it a gift like that, I would say give them a little bar of chocolate. Maybe find what foods pair well with it, what cheeses, whatever. Mm-hmm. Give them a couple pieces of cheese. Give them the bottle of Scotch, and make a little bit of a thing out of it. Yeah.
But I agree, definitely not something too peaty.
Yeah.
Or too peaty, too
not
smoky.
Not too overpowering. Exactly.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Mack.
Alrighty, so we have Mousework. There we go. All right.
Shield egg. Shield egg is the name of the damn Scotch. I forgot. Shield egg. Bam. Knew it was going to come back. Thank God I got to it before Mac opened his mouth to ask the next question. Yes. Shield egg.
So we could edit that in as if you didn't. We could just out all the things.
Just the like the angry expression. Shield egg. That's when I say insert here. Put it there. It's fine.
Right.
So what Scotch or whiskey would you recommend to a newbie just getting into this for the first time? Let us know in the comments what your go-to is. If you want to see videos of us reviewing other Scotches and whiskeys that we've done in the past, check out these videos on here.